All right, we'd like to see clearance sale. It does exactly what it says. Makes everything cheaper, so of course we're buying it first. Our negative joker is an interesting one. Burnt joker. So if I can discard a poker hand, it upgrades its level. Now, it's going to be hard to discard, like, flush houses and the like, but the more queens of spades we're making and stuff, the more possible it is. It is negative, so it's kind of a free shot at it. It's $8, but I think we're going to do it because, you know, why not, right? Maybe we can be discarding like threes of a kind and get that ramped up or something. Like, there's some possibilities there. I do think I want a hanged man, and I think I want it, and maybe this. How many what we got to look at is how many cards we can still make multi, and the answer is a decent amount. A lot of spades in there that are not multi. So we're going to buy both and look to use them as we do these Arcana packs. Jumbo first for the most options. All right, we have strength and we have a jack of spades in hand. We also could turn the king into an ace or something. The fool gives us some possibilities here. We could double hanged man. So play a hanged man now and then turn this into another one. Diamonds, Emperor. We love Emperor. You know I love Emperor. I've talked about it. Steel, always tempting. Talked about it. Time to get rid of the 5 of clubs. I think it's time to get rid of the 5 of clubs. And that 9 of diamonds isn't really doing a whole lot either. I know I have 5 nines, but one's a steal. Alright, let's get rid of those, because 10s... I mean, 10s aren't really doing much for us either. We do have 2 10s of spades, but... So then maybe that's just the play. Okay, we're going to do that first. Now we got some decisions to make. We could Empress on the ace and king of spades, but they're not likely to be in combinations we care about coming up here. They're not flush house stuff. So we don't have a good target for Empress, so we're going to leave that alone for now, and we're going to look at this stuff. So, like, we really wanted to see death. We have not seen many deaths. This would be a great time for it. Would have been on this. Would have loved that. Problem is, if I don't play Empress now, I don't have room for Emperor. Have to play it now. Could Fool into Hanged Man. Get rid of more of this stuff that is not our flush house cards. Tempting. We're getting a little bit lower, but like there's still some there. I think I'm going to do that. Because now we get to do another Arcana pack. Hopefully there's good destroy targets in it. Okay, we got some options. We have 7s, but again, like we really only care about flush house 7s. So we have that. We have Tower. Magician is but wasn't even really ever a discussion. Now the downside is we didn't get our 7 in it. We can make another of these queens, which can't hurt. So I guess the question is, what are we destroying? What are we converting? We have 3 pretty good targets here. 4, really, if you count the ace of clubs, because it's not doing a whole lot. So I guess I'll keep the 7 of diamonds just because it can make some regular full houses more easily. And we'll toss these 2. And before we convert, we're going to use this on, let's see, 7 of spades is good. 6 is not. 10's okay. 3 is good. Let's go 3 and 7 to make a molt. Those are our most likely flush houses. And then turn, I guess, the diamond. I don't know. 7 of diamonds into a queen of spades. All right. Now, 21 bucks, but I feel like we did a whole lot there. So I ain't mad about it. This is a tempting skip. I think I want to go one more shop. All spade cards are debuffed. It's coming. Gonna have to figure out how to work our way around that. We're really gonna need a joker to do it, because we're running out of non-spades in our hands. So it's gonna be bad because we can't even really. I mean, we can get to 5 of a kind if we have like 1 queen of club in there, because the queen of hearts is a queen of spades. We can't get to a flush house with any combination here without having well, No, we can get to 4 of a kind with the queens, but that's going to fuck us up. We're going to have to find a way around it, because, yeah. 70k. We'll at least have a little bit bigger hand when we get there, but not much by that point. We'll have to decide, too, because that's going to be the one where it would fall off and be destroyed. Because all of our steel cards, except for these two, are also going to be disabled. So we're going to be depending pretty heavily on... Like, if we could make... like a 3 of a kind with the 3 queens of clubs, could do some numbers. If we could play 5 clubs. God, level 3. Because that would, like, if we could get this to be a flush with the pair, that might multiply up to enough to make it survivable. So then the question is, can I afford to skip? Because I believe the Joker that does the ignore the big blind is uncommon. I think there's also a legendary one that can get around it. Where a Joker could just give us more multipliers. Room for it, though. How do we do it? It's a pickle. It's a pickle. We did not want to see this. Because this run was going to be for sure through 8 antes, and now we got to find a way around this. If I play it, we have $21. We could spend all of it, try and get this activated in the next hand. Because if I skip, I'm not going to have an opportunity to get Vagabond going before the boss blind. I think I need to skip and see what the rare is. There's one option I'm going to have. I'm going to have to put myself in range to get Vagabond activated on the boss blind. If I need to play a bunch of dead hands, I'll still be playing a hand. So I could be making tarot cards that might give me the ability to flip some suits, to duplicate some cards. Like, there might be a couple outs in that I don't have currently. So we're going to skip. Can't do that. High card, yeah. And we're going to see what happens here. Steel Queen of Spades, obviously a good target for this. But in my head, the question I'm wondering is it this? Do I need to make more clubs right now just to survive this? I know that looks stupid. Because I'm still only going to have 10. You know, like I can make another 2 of clubs. It gives me a flush house possibility, which is very thin. It's a lucky, which will help. Maybe. It's weird to be going backwards like that, considering everything else we've been building to, but I just feel like I need non-spade options, because I don't think I'm going to be able to re-roll the boss blind. Alright. So now, the first discarded poker hand each round, that was a high card. So unfortunately, oh no, I've played, so I can still do that. I could discard a full house. I'm going to be able to make a full house pretty easily, because I'll have at least like 1 queen of clubs. Full house is only level 3, but it's not bad. If I discard a full house, that is a decent multiplier going. I'm still going to need to probably play 1 in clubs most likely, but I can at least foresee a world where we could play multiple full houses with like queens of clubs in the mix and get there. I think trying to get to 1 hyper-specific club hand is rough. I don't think it's worth... I mean, I guess the same is true of 4 of a kind. I just need more of the queens of spades with a queen of clubs. So let's try to get to a 4 of a kind and discard it. Do that, we're obviously going to need queens of spades. There's a couple other ways to do it. And we do have technically 2 more 3s of spades, but... So we're not concerned with this. 2s of spades, I think I only have 2 left. Yeah, not worried about that. 6 clearly gone, 8 clearly gone. Let's see if we can get something of at least like... Oh, never mind, I forgot. Haha, stupid. Alright, it wouldn't have mattered though, because I couldn't have discarded a full house. Okay, well... I guess at this point now it's just win the hand. Look, here's the thing. You're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Ooh. It's so pretty. I think we're just going to go for it. I mean, what could I draw? Gold cards? Yeah. I guess I got to try. Because I wouldn't mind more money to spend, you know, before I spend it all here. Queen of spades. Now we'll keep it. Alright, we didn't draw our gold cards. It's okay. This is still going to be quite powerful. It's going to show you how easy this blind would be if it wasn't for the spade restriction. Yeah, just casual 700 thou. No big deal. Shop as a rare joker gave us 6 cents back, which we liked when we had it. We have only 1 6 left, so not helpful. Death is going to be probably really handy. So we can turn a queen of clubs into another queen of clubs, or a 2 of clubs into another. Like, we have some options to make some stuff that I think we're going to need. Obviously, it also could just be good if we can survive it without it, but I think we just need to buy and use immediately. This is not the stuff down here we really would have liked to see. But we're going to try. Not really thrilled with any of that. 10 of hearts could be decent. Because again, it's a pair with the multiplier that we're going to need. We can't make flush houses out of it, but we could make a full house. Or maybe 4 of a kind, but that's a reach. So I guess this. We're just trying to add some options so we have some outs in our deck, because it's not looking great. Has to be 4 of a kind. Okay, let's re-roll, because we're trying to spend all of our money here. That's really not helpful. To-do list is kind of cool. There's been some runs where it's come in handy. Doesn't do us any good right now. And of course, gold cards really don't care. Looking for other answers. Tower really don't care. This one's nice for money, but don't care. There's so few diamonds left in my deck, 2, that I don't. Now, granted, some wild cards can work towards this, but none of the spades are ever going to score in this one next fight, so that doesn't help. This actually puts us in an awkward spot where we could buy this to get to 3. Obelisk could come in handy for this next fight, so it's going to be something we have to consider. Our most played poker hand is a flush. We have not been playing those for a while, and we'll almost certainly not be playing that in this. So everything we play is going to get this multiplier. It might be that we have to get rid of this, but, like, yikes, you know? Like, because this might also be, well, I guess it's only going to add a copy to our hand. But, like, fuck, like, it's tough, you know? We got to keep everything else that's going to have any chance of triggering. Like, these 3 are untouchable right now. This gives 10 molt, and we're going to need to be using it. This could... God, I mean... If we're trying to survive the run, because the copy's not going to help me in the next fight. You know, I can't copy the 2 of clubs into the 3rd one because I'll have played 1 and it's gone. It'll be just the same situation for the very next blind. Whereas this, with my 4 hands, I can get to 1.6. many points is it? 70k? Yeah. Why would I? There's just that, if I'm at that level. I mean, I know it has a pair in it, but I feel like that level I'm lost. I'm better off with 3 of a kinds with queens and dead queens in them. Yeah, I mean, the decision is basically sell DNA to get this extra bit of multiplier, which we may desperately need. DNA is going to be the best way to keep this train going into endless, because this is about the only blind that can stop me. If I survive this, it's home free. And in endless, you know, the more queens of spades I have, the more flush fives and flush houses and all that jazz. I also can pivot if I ever had the right situation with this. I don't think I've had this in hand since I've had DNA. If I have, I was stupid and I didn't see it. But 1.2, 1.4, 1.6. I'm going to be greedy. If it ends here, it ends here. It's okay. There's not like a big fanfare when you win, so I'm not super worried about it. But let's see what we can do. So here is everything being debuffed. Now, we have options here. We can play 4 of a kind. It's still a big multiplier, which is why I think this is still going to be fine. We have a steel card in hand that will activate. It's not a spade. So, like, it's 5 of a kind compared to that. Oh, we haven't actually played a regular 5 of a kind. I think it wouldn't be as high as this. We also have a flush house, but that involves playing the steel card. Flush house is only... God, I should have to do the math on that. It's very close to 4 of a kind. I think 4 of a kind is slightly higher. 220 times 20, 210 times 22. We have death. So we could turn the ace of diamonds into a queen of clubs and play a flush house. But I think because we already have 4 of a kind, what I'm going to do is play this and duplicate it. God, or do I want to try and discard for that 7? That seems awful greedy right now when I'm worried about living. Let's play this. Because even just a dumb little high card is points. And that's why I think this might still just be enough. Let's just throw the 6 of spades in. Yeah. We can still dig our way to another one of these if we have to, and then we'll worry about death and our discards. But I'd really rather get death on that 7 of spades. Or DNA. Okay, so we're alright. This hand contains a pair. Right? You know, it's fine. I should probably be discarding now. For the sake of the 7, yeah, we gotta do that. So let's just toss some stuff. King of spades, ace of spades, gone. 10 of spades, gone. Probably all the spades, gone. Upgrade a flush in the process. That seems decent. Another one of those, but again, I don't really want to use death on that. Could. Not a lot of discards left. We can get greedy. That's not going to get money for us. We might as well toss it. Let's keep that. No, wait. I was keeping it. Fool! 1 discard left, but here it is. Is the 9 of diamonds a good target? I think it is. Okay, so now we get the luxury of being greedy. And we got more mults, so we can survive. Is there anything else we really care about then? The 4 of clubs is a gold card that will actually activate, so I guess we'll go this route. Sure. Good enough. Alright, it's not pretty. You can see why I have to be careful, though. And maybe that was too cautious because the base of 4 of a kind was so high that it wasn't a huge concern. But, you know, those have upended some good runs because it hits, you can't have a way to switch it. Like, damn it, like I mean, my deck is how many spades? 35 spades. Like, okay. We are a little low on money. We didn't actually remember to do anything with Vagabond because we were distracted. Trying to live. But that's fine. We can be more greedy with that now. So let's see. Okay. I think there's some merit to getting this. Lots of attractive options here. We are going to go to 0, so we're going to get this. And then Celestial has a few things it can hit now, because we've leveled up a couple pretty decently. If it's Flush 5, Flush House, or 4 of a kind, that's a pretty good win for us. If it's none of those, we'll be sad as fuck. But we'll try. Okay. Well... So Flush House is a nice alternative to 4 of a kind, because if we only get to 4, we're gonna have a lot of pairs that we can turn into that. Flush 5 is just a better 4 of a kind. So I think we're gonna go 4 of a kind. But definitely make a case for both. Alright, no money. So we're only gonna do this for a little while, because we can't afford to go with no money for too long, but for the short term, we can be greedy. Hey. Big boss blind? Do not care. 300,000 looks like a lot, but you've seen the hands we've played when everything's clicking. Okay. Time to get greedy. We now have 2 of those 7s in the deck, and I think I'm going to draw for them. Now, I might get real greedy here. You see the thought process. Hey. Okay. We do need to sell this Joker, by the way. Let's just use that, because it adds to our tarot. Okay. That's a good outcome. Not worried about that one so much. We can sell it because we're still below 3, so that's okay. Now, because this is creating tarot cards, I actually think there's more value in just playing this to its max, getting as many hands in as possible, than there is the $1 for each hand. We can now discard fine. We've already activated both of these things, so we're not worried about what we're doing. We're just trying to get to a point where we end up with a good hand. So let's toss some stuff. I wonder what this looks like. Watch it like puts me out. Actually, a 3 of a kind is better, but I'm going to do that. So we can do it this way. This might be enough, so I may screw up my own plan, but it's fine. Hey, nice. Alright, so we'll get one more in. Because I actually don't know. I mean, I could just play like an ace of diamonds and see, but... Okay, don't have great targets for that yet. I'm going to try it. Let's play that too, just to get rid of it. It always going to take the highest card, so this won't be in danger of breaking. What else are we trying to draw to? 4 clubs. Doesn't really matter a ton, though. Do we have too many multipliers for this? Yeah, we do. Well, so we don't get to sell the Joker, but that's okay. It's like $3. Alright. Well, that's good timing. Ew. The most basic-ass Joker in the game. Plus 4 mult. It's only $2. Downside is it only sells for $1. Okay. Well, we do like steel. We know that. We have to be careful. We don't have a lot of money. So I guess this is fine. Into this. Random Joker could be valuable. Just sell the other one. Spades. It's not really spades we care about. The 10 would convert, but hearts. Yep, that's definitely the way. I think it's this. So we barely knew ye. Okay. I mean, I guess we can rock that for the time being. 15 molt isn't even that good. This is good early in runs sometimes just to carry you through a bit. But again, like this is plus 41, so yeah, that's all fine. Okay. Onward. Yeah. Okay. Now then, let's get serious. We're back to 8 cards for the first time in what feels like forever. But we also already have 4 of a kind in hand, so we could just go out right now. But we should at very least draw into some stuff and try and improve some cards. So we'll toss these. That's fine. It's okay. Could have tossed a 4 of a kind, I suppose, if I want to be really greedy. It's really nice to be able to play, you know? Like, it just looks pretty. We're really just looking for targets. Yeah, just funny at this point, really. Now I'm just having fun. Alright. Anyways, here's Wonderwall. Oh, I needed to discard. See that? See, stupid. I'm not going to get credit for this because I'm carrying 2. Dumb. Dumb and stupid. Because if I'm going to leave myself in this precarious position, then I'm not going to be able to buy certain things if I'm not careful. Okay. Fool's nice. Oh, I need that. Okay. So let's do 2. Should be just enough money, yeah. So let's do this. Blue seal, the first time we've seen it, makes a planet. Wild foil, so it's another 3 of spades. Okay. Here. I think we'll just stick with 4 of a kind. It's the easiest to make, but it's still really high up. And then I think I'll just send the $2. We'll go in. Now this time. Ugh. I was gonna say we could it's kind of gross. I was gonna turn some stuff into spades to open up space, because I want to get the benefit. So I don't want to play this into this first. So what we're gonna do is we're going to. I mean, I guess I could turn something into a steel card to make space too. 5 of spades wise, we don't have as many as 3s. No. Although 9 of spades wise, we don't have to jack shit. So let's make this steel. That opens up the space to play this. This goes to show you, by the way, like, you do have to be pretty thorough on this stuff, because, you know, if you're not careful, I've misplayed a couple little things along the way here. So there's a lot of stuff going on when you have 7 jokers and blah, blah, blah. I think we'll turn the 10 of spades into a steel as well. Did that make sense to me? Now, let's discard a full house. A flush house? A flush house. Even better, because it's a wild. Right. Just keeping our options open. Upgrading things how we can. You know, like, we're trying to do the best we can here. That money might come in handy here, so let's just discard and look for queens. I mean, is that enough to do it for? Or maybe like this? Okay, sure. Your spades now. Alright, and just trying to draw a queen of spades. We could probably go out with 3 of a kind, and if not, we could play another hand. In fact, what am I doing? I'm forgetting my own principles. See, I just said there's a lot going on. Okay. Well, if this ever breaks, we'll have a backup. 3 of a kind is not very big, so it's better to play this and not have the steel in hand. We already have this. This should be more than enough, but I don't want to leave it up to a last hand. I guess I do have one more discard still. Hell. More worth it to have a tarot or $3? A tarot. Tarots basically cost $3, but then there's this. Well, you can't win them all, kids. Remember that. So we just need to sell it. We can sell it. We'll have $3, so we'll still get the Vagabond benefit. Don't mind a strain. We can get some use out of that. And hey, we've won. Tell you what I'll do, since these videos have been long, these will round out the week, and I'll continue this run either over the weekend or next week, because it's already been a couple hours and I don't have any more time. But yeah, that's Balatro. I hope you enjoyed. As you can see, it's super addictive. You get a good run going, you get all the numbers multiplying. You know, it hits the endorphins pretty quickly. And what's nice is, you know, I mentioned this on the podcast, but you don't really have to like card games or roguelikes to enjoy this. It's good base level stuff, but it's got a ton of depth to it. You saw all the different decks, the different chips that you can apply. Like, has a ton going for it. So if you haven't already checked it out, I don't know what you've been missing, what rock you've been under. Hell, it's going to be coming to mobile eventually. It's on the Switch after a weird age classification thing. Go check it out. And as always, thank you for watching.